So if you're from electronics background, I would assume that you don't know a lot of high-level programming languages like Java, Python, and all that. So firstly, you should try to brush up on that and try to practice some lead code, some cracking the coding interview, because you will save a lot of time during the semester when other people are preparing for interviews and you'll be like, I've already done this. I don't know about everyone, but I do know of 2 or 3 people who were seriously considering pursuing a PhD. I don't know whether they followed through. Like they were actually writing the SOPs and all that for their applications. So I would say probably 10 to 15 people from my batch overall. That's just an extrapolation. The professors are open to research. A lot of top-notch research is happening out of CMU. It's basically stuff that you read in the news. That kind of research happens at CMU. So, and if you've done good coursework, if you have done well in your coursework, I don't see any problems with you getting any of those positions. I wouldn't say it's very difficult because not many people want to do RAs. More people try to get internships. So the openings might be less, but the demand is also less. But again, if you want to do an RA, then you are more interested in that kind of coursework. I mean, obviously, if you want to do an RA in distributed systems, you will have taken a distributed systems course. And if you are sane, then you would have done well in that course to actually like that subject. So the professor will definitely know that, okay, if he's done well, then I don't think it should be a problem. If that is your goal, that okay, if you want to do an RA, then you should be able to manage it. I don't think there's a problem. I had one online coding challenge. Almost all companies have an online coding challenge as a screening process, which is time bound and which the difficulty of the questions varies from company to company. For VMware, it was a slightly more difficult one. So my profile at VMware is not a typical software engineer. It's a more exclusive program wherein they hire they've hired I think only 10 people in that program. It's an experimental program, which is sort of something that people would want to do if they want to get into R&D or something like that. So it's like a feeder program for their R&D department. So yeah, the quality of the questions were really good. They were interesting. After that online coding round, there was one phone interview. After that, they called me on site to Palo Alto, where they had 5 face-to-face interviews. For me, they were all of them were technical, and I mean, I think one of the 4 or 5 interviewers was a manager, so he asked me a bit of those kind of questions, but it was mostly technical. I would say from the point it started to the point it ended, probably a month and a half. Like almost everyone will be juggling a lot of these processes, so it's something that you get used to. So just don't worry about that, but be prepared to give interviews, and for that, lead code is your god. So practice that. That's all I can say. Yeah, so consider yourself really lucky if you get admits from CMU, and even more luckier if you're able to join, if you choose to join CMU. And beyond that, it will be hell for the time that you're there, but it will help a lot. It's worth it.